In the shadows of the Wild West, a woman emerged whose name would echo through history. She was known not for her beauty, but for a skill that could make even the toughest cowboys tremble. She played the cards of fate with unmatched mastery, hiding her fortunes behind whispers and secrets. Long before Poker Alice, there was a true queen of gambling, Lottie Deno. But what made her a legend was a story most had never heard. Prepare to uncover the untold secrets of the Wild West's secret queen of gambling. In the dusty towns of the Wild West, there was a woman whose name no one should ever forget. Lottie Deno. Most people knew her only for her beauty, but her true power was revealed at the table. She played the cards with such skill that even the toughest cowboys would sweat in her presence. Every glance, every gesture was part of her strategy. She hid her fortune behind whispers and secrets. In the mysterious gambling halls of that era, Lottie's name was on everyone's lips. People talked about the rumors surrounding her. Some spoke of her with respect, while others watched her with a mixture of fear and admiration. Long before Poker Alice, she was the true queen of gambling in the Wild West. But Lottie Deno's story was not just about card games. Her legend was shaped by her courage, intelligence, and foresight. She was a woman who knew which hand would win, who knew which enemy to manipulate. And these secrets have survived to this day in a way most people never knew. Get ready, because in this video we will discover the unknown sides of Lottie Deno, the challenges she overcame, and the mark she left on the Wild West. Every card, every glance, and every move is full of secrets. Lottie Deno's story was not just about victories at the table. Her legend was shaped in the complex and ruthless world of the Wild West. The town where she was born was surrounded by dusty and dangerous streets that most people feared to pass through. The strategies she observed at a young age formed the basis of her later mastery at the gambling table. Every glance, every movement, every card dealt was shaped by years of observation and intelligence. From a young age, Lottie possessed an intelligence and intuition beyond that of an ordinary woman. Her ability to read human psychology was her greatest weapon. She could sense her opponent's fears, ambitions, and hidden plans in seconds. She could draw them into her own game. Everyone who sat across from her at the table, whether they believed it or not, was under her control. This was not just a card game. It was a battle of wits, and Lottie was always on the winning side. However, her life was not confined to the gambling table. Lottie managed to make her presence felt in the male-dominated world of her time, in environments where women rarely had a say. Her presence became a source of inspiration for other women. While most women in the Wild West were invisible, Lottie Deno was practically a legend. People talked about the rumors surrounding her, some watching her with admiration, others with amazement. Lottie's secret lay not only in her intelligence, but also in her strategic moves. At the table, she controlled not only the cards, but also her opponents, the townspeople, and even the lawmen from time to time. No one could guess her true intentions. Even a slight smile on her face could be her enemy's worst nightmare. Every hand she played held a profit, and every victory she achieved held a new legend. Wealth and fame brought many dangers to Lottie. People who wanted to reach her, solve her secret, or covet her fortune were constantly around her. However, Lottie was always one step ahead. She protected herself with secret passages, false identities, and powerful connections, never surrendering easily to anyone. Her story was like a labyrinth full of secrets. No one knew exactly where she stood, only watching her gains and impressive strategies. Lottie Deno's fame spread beyond the towns to the border towns. Her name was whispered in the most famous gambling halls of the Wild West. Some believed that losing at her table was a disaster, while others saw her as a legend. Even the toughest and most experienced players who faced her were unable to escape defeat one by one. And in an era when Poker Alice had not yet emerged, Lottie Deno had firmly established herself as the true queen of gambling. However, Lottie's power did not stem solely from her skills at the table. Her ability to read people, her quick decision-making, and her art of manipulating opponents made her a unique figure throughout the West. Every victory held a secret, every move a lesson. As the legends surrounding her grew, Lottie's true story became even more mysterious. Whether in small towns or the gambling halls of big cities, there was hardly anyone who hadn't heard her name. Yet her real life and personality remained unknown to most. And that is why Lottie Deno's story is not just a gambling legend, but also a woman's story. A story of intelligence and courage. In the dusty streets of the Wild West, amid guns and chaos, she managed to both survive and become a legend. Every card dealt, every strategic move, and every win was etched into the unforgettable history of the West. Today, by discovering this story, we can see how Lottie Deno emerged from the shadows to become a legend and the secret queen before Poker Alice. Lottie Deno's story left an unforgettable mark on the dusty towns of the Wild West. Her victories at the table were not merely a card game. They were a strategic game shaped by her intelligence, courage, and intuition. Every glance, every move revealed her opponent's deepest intentions, and each victory strengthened her legend. Lottie was known as the true queen of gambling long before Poker Alice, and everyone who whispered her name felt both admiration and fear. Her wealth, fame, and talent set her apart from ordinary women, making her one of the West's unsung heroes. However, her power came not only from her skills at the table, but also from her ability to read people, make quick decisions, and her strategic intelligence. In every town, in every gambling hall, Lottie's name was spoken, her story whispered. As the legends surrounding her grew, her life and secrets became even more mysterious. But one thing was certain, Lottie Deno was not just a player. She was a legend who emerged from the shadows of the Wild West. Now, you have witnessed her life and her mastery at the table. Every card dealt, every win and loss, was a reflection of Lottie's intelligence and courage. Her story is not just a gambling legend. It is the tale of a brave woman who created her own legend through intelligence and strategy. And this legend still echoes through the dusty streets of the Wild West, reminding everyone who witnesses it of history's quiet yet powerful heroes. If you enjoyed Lottie Deno's mysterious story and would like to support us, you can subscribe to our channel, like the video, and join us with your comments. See you in the next videos.